this is Ree here. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. All thanks to Kali Ma. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It really helps me a lot. Don't forget to check out my website, paradoxastrology.com. I can help you with anything. And if you would like more exclusive occult videos that I don't post on YouTube, consider subscribing to my Patreon. It also helps support this channel. Okay, let's get into this video. The new moon happening on January 11th in Purva Ashadha. So this is the former invincible one, the former unconquered, the undefeated. This is when we fan the flames. And the flames are getting hotter because Mars is conjunct the new moon by sign. And something new is commencing in the matters of warfare. Certain information is being masked and hidden. Information is being concealed from the public. Some of it is coming out. This is dealing with foreign affairs and the leaders, international law, litigation, the United Nations, world organizations, ministries of foreign affairs, foreign politics, treaties with foreign nations, international diplomacy, foreign trade, import, exports, shipping, the Navy, events occurring in sea or water. This also involves leaders, government officials. So everything that's hidden from view in the deep waters, like what's happening in the Red Sea right now, and it's been shut down and there are repeated attacks. Now, this nakshatra represents a poison vessel in the waters. So that could be a bomb, that could be any kind of weaponry within the waters. This is also the consciousness that only, because this is represented by the High Priestess card in Tarot, this is the consciousness that only the High Priestess can access. This is the key to immortality. This is the key to find the information that is only available to the secret societies. So a lot is coming out. This is also the nakshatra of declarations of war. The public is opposing its countries. It does not like the matters of war, and they're being vocal about it, and leaders are being very harsh and rash. This nakshatra is good at breaking down obstacles. So with Mars there, you have the courage to do so, and Jupiter will give you the knowledge to go about this. This nakshatra has to do with prosperity, which will come from dealing with foreigners, with foreign land, with foreign people, with foreign information. It's also import and export. And with spirituality, if you're in that type of line of work, this will help you. If you're not, this will help you tremendously by doing more spiritual practice to download that information, because many awakenings are happening right now. Spiritual work can also help you heal at this time. Many people will be thinking about becoming more spiritual, as Ketu is in the 10th house and Rahu is in the 4th house. Some will hit new heights in their careers. Some will have sudden ups and downs depending on your chart. Many people will quit what they're currently doing. Some will seek to be more independent and not want to answer to authorities. This may be the reason for a sudden uprise in aggression. Some will feel like isolating themselves and being alone. And that could be good, or that could be in a negative way. It's up to you and how you think of it. Just make sure that you do what is correct for you based on reality, and not just because something looks good on the surface, because some people will be quitting their jobs and then going to a new job. But make sure that that is what you actually want to do, not because it looks good on the surface, because we have Ketu and Chitra, which causes a lot of illusions at this time. We must also be careful of what we see in the media for this reason. A lot of this is illusion. We must not be so quick to react, because Rahu is in Pisces and Ketu in Chitra, making it very hard to know what's real and fake. And these lines are very blurred with AI and technology in present day. And yes, it's being used by the media as well. Now, this is represented by the High Priestess, like I said, and the secrets that she unravels and reveals to us. And these secrets belong to ancient mystery schools. This is the nakshatra of Sage Palahu, which is of the 7 celestial sages that look after the affairs of the galaxy. And this sage translates to the connector of space. So the information that was revisited when Mars was retrograding in this area is now being revealed at this time, and people are going to take action upon it. So hidden information will be leaked in this pada again, and some people will be angry about it. This pada is very good for secretive and hidden mysteries. So It could be about the occult and the great wisdom about it, or it could be about material perversity, attainments of knowledge, and foreign affairs as well. There's going to be a mutual exchange between the first and the fifth house, which is good for children, creative pursuits, romance, the entertainment industry, any kind of pleasures and enjoyments, education, sports, speculation, and social functions. Mars and Mercury will be in Mula. There's going to be a lot of aggressive communication and accidents are possible. Also, intense matters of war and violence. I'm always cautious when I see Mars in the ascendant because it denotes violent activities that will occur in mundane astrology, and it's now connected to its enemy Mercury. Mars is also the 12th house lord, showing us endings and losses in the matters of war and violent activities. But this could also be resolutions, information being revealed to you about your enemy. It's how you look at it as well. Mars is aspecting Rahu in the 4th house. Sudden, unexpected events, and these could be aggressive events as well, with the homeland, with oppositions to the government, democracy, all kinds of produce, agriculture, mineral, the lands, public buildings, and a lot of weather conditions, floods, anything to do with snow, landslides, forest fires, eruptions, earthquakes. All these things are very, very possible. National disasters, very possible. We also need to watch out for these all month long because yes, there's a mutual exchange between Mars and Jupiter because they're in each other's signs, but Mars is very strong aspecting Rahu. So that's why the matters of war are intensifying. Mula is where we get to the roots of all matters. Secrets are revealed from the past. So you're going to understand more from your past now. And it can have to do with the entertainment industry, sports, the stock market. Jupiter is in the 5th house. Jupiter is in Ashwini and Mars in Mula. So it's all about healing from your past. And Ashwini is more of holistic healing and Mula is more about vaccines and pharmaceutical industry. But it can have to do with herbs as well and herbal healing. Jupiter is strong, showing that many people will turn towards these methods of holistic healing, and new ways of healing are emerging that actually are ancient ways of healing from our ancestors. So a lot of Ketu energy. Ketu is in Virgo right now because Ashwini and Mula are ruled by Ketu. This can unfortunately give power to conflicts, war, and many opposing the government. But it can also give power to the working class. Now, some relationships are ending as Venus is in the 12th house, which is also Lord of Purvashara, and this could be due to losses or war, and the war is becoming very obsessive. A lot of things to do with police matters, crime will be amplified because Venus is nearing the Gandanta point. So a lot of relationships are at that boiling point, and this can involve in Jesta police officers. Mars is in the 1st with Mercury, and Mercury being the 7th house lord is showing us that these conjunctions in relationships are due to disagreements and violence. In mundane astrology, the 7th house is open warfare, wars, public enemies, lawless robbers, thieves, pickpockets, international affairs, foreign affairs and relations in other countries, national disputes, competitors, foreign policies, lawsuits, social consciousness of the people, foreign trade, marriages, public gatherings, women in general, the mortality rate, any anti-social organizations, marriage court. These are all things that are coming straight to us. These themes will be regurgitated and will be amplified during these next 2 weeks. These disputes could also have to do with immigration as well. The matters of finance in countries is also being communicated in the next couple weeks. They're going to be talking about the financial condition of the country, revenue, the national budget, national wealth, material prosperity will be communicated about, taxation, trade, national debt, the purchasing power of the government, interest rates, investments, financial reserves, stock market, national receipts and expenditures. These will all be themes. So the professions that this will directly affect, for better or worse, depending on your chart, okay? It has to do with hypnotists, psychic mediums, sailors, the Navy, like I said, lots to do with the seas and the ocean, marine life experts, shipping, anything to do with like the oceans as far as fishing goes, entertainment industry, rock stars, motivators, teachers, preachers, motivational philosophies. So that would be something to look into that could be positive for you. Artists, painters, the oil industry, raw materials, anything to do with liquids and water, war strategies, weapon experts will be talked about, fashion, hair, design, flying profession, those regarded to civilian transport, beauticians, herbalists, and anything to do with liquids. So that's just a little bit of what I see happening during this time. I thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.